Introduction to data structure, information and its meaning. A computer is a device used to manipulate the information. The study of the computer science includes the study of how information is stored in computer, how it can be edited, and how it can be used as per user's requirement. Even though the concept of information is a very basic essential for the field of computer science, it is hardly difficult to define the term information, but it can be explained using measurable quantities. And the basic unit of information in computer science is a bit, which will take any one of the two values, and the binary digit 0 and 1 are used to represent the two possible status of a particular bit information. Classification of the data structure helps to know about the complete usage of the remedies for the given problem. Pointers, handling, and dynamic memory allocations, recursion, search techniques, sorting, stack, queue, linked list, trees are some of the important usage and components of data structure, which helps the user to interact with the computer easily. And abstract data types plays a prominent role in data structure. The term abstract data type refers to the basic mathematical concept that defines the data type. An algorithm is a well-organized, pre-arranged and well-defined step-by-step procedure that specifies a solution to a given problem by receiving some values. First, there is the analysis part. The problem is analyzed, then it is implemented, and the experiment is carried out over the algorithm, and finally the design part. An algorithm should be easy to understand and code and debug. If the algorithm steps, the procedures are easy, then the programmer can code and debug it easily. Analysis of a particular problem is very important step to solve a problem, and time and space efficiency is also plays a prominent role in designing an algorithm, so that the resources of a computer will be efficiently used. Analysis can also be made by reading the algorithm for logical accuracy. Tracing the algorithm, implementing it and checking it with some data will be efficient for a programmer to solve a problem. Classification of data structure. In order to classify data structure, there are two types. One is primitive and another one is non-primitive. Classification helps us to identify what is a data structure exactly and what are all the components we get in data structure. First we see that int. Under primitive, int comes and character, real, boolean, pointer and others. And under non-primitive, linear and non-linear are the two further classifications that are done under non-primitive. And further, the linear is further classified into arrays, linked list, stack and queues. And under non-linear, trees, graphs and sets.
Hello, today I am going to tell you about what is data type. Data type is a classification of identifying one of various types of data, such as real, integer or boolean, that determines the values for that type. Data types are classified into user-defined data, standard data type and derived data type. User-defined data type includes structure, union, class and enum. And again standard data type is classified into integral type, void and floating type. And again integral type is divided into int and char, and floating type is divided into float and double. You might be thinking what derived type data type includes. It includes arrays, pointers and functions. And let me tell you what is integer data type and the memory allocation for the integer data type. Integer data types are whole numbers whose range of values are machine dependent. The integer data types are classified into unsigned int, short int, long int, unsigned short int and unsigned long int. The memory allocation of integer data type, it occupies around 4 bytes of memory, and the value ranges from negative 32768 to positive 32767. And what is character data type? Character data type that store a single character from the ASCII set. They occupy a single byte and they are declared with the keyword char. The qualified unsigned can be used with char to give a range of values from 0 to 255. And what is long data type? This declaration is used for large integer values. When a long integer constant is assigned a value, the letter L may be written immediately. And let me tell you what is float data type. Float data type is a single position floating point data types are declared by using the keyword float, and it occupies 4 bytes of memory, and it is accurate to about 6 significant digits. And the range of values are from negative 3.4e minus 38 to 3.4e plus 38. And what is double precision data type? The double specification allows storage in 8 bytes, and that is exactly 14 digits, which has a greater range. And there is a special type of data type known as void data type. It is declared with the keyword void, and it is non-specific type which has no values. Let me tell you the storage allocation of the different data types. Let me take character data type. That includes storage size is 1 byte and it ranges from -128 to 127. And the next comes a byte. It takes only 1 byte of memory and it ranges from 0 to 255. And the next is boolean. The storage size of boolean is 2 bytes. It returns either it is true or false. You can observe that is in the pie chart, which resembles only the small part that is only 2 bytes. Long is 4 bytes and then float is 4 bytes. Then the value ranges from 3.4e minus 38 to 3.4e plus 38. And the double, which occupies a bit larger space, it occupies the largest size, that is 8 bytes. It ranges from 1.7e minus 308 to 1.7e plus 308. And the decimal, it occupies 14 bytes. And the range of values is from minus 10 power 38 plus 1 to 10 power 38 minus 1.
Abstract data type. It is a useful tool for defining user-defined data type. You are already familiar with some basic data types such as integer and character. The data types are found in nearly all computers and they have well-defined operations that can be done with them. For example, integer data type has operations like doing addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. The computer knows how to perform this arithmetic operations with any two integers because these operations are part of integer data type. The specification of any data type consists of two parts. One is value definition and another one is operator definition. In value definition, we specify the set of possible values taken by the ADT along with some conditions or constraints with which the ADT bounds. In operator definitions, various operations which are imposed on ADT are defined. This part contains three sections. They are header, precondition and postconditions. The term abstract in the header indicates that this is not a C function, rather it is an abstract operator. You can see, for example, consider a rational number of the form P by Q. Here P and Q are integers and Q should not be equal to 0. This will be defined in abstract data type definition. And here is the model of abstract data type. By providing this level of abstractions, we are creating encapsulation around the data, and by encapsulating the details of implementations, we are hiding it from users' view. This is called information hiding. In defining abstract data types, we have two types. Those are data structures and operations. Data structures, like as you all know, ordered list, stacks and queue, user defined data structures are defined, and further we can do the operations like adding the elements into the list, removing the elements from the list for ordered list, and pushing and pop operations for stack, etc. Now you may wonder why we need abstract data type. To manage the complexity of problems and the problem solving process, computer scientists use abstraction to allow them to focus on big pictures. Thank you.
Handling of character string, I explained that string, what is a string? String is a sequence of a character that is enclosed with a double quotation and terminated by null value. Then I take one string variable, that is hello. That index value is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 holding the null value. Now coming to the address part. Suppose H is the hold the address 0x23451. E hold the address 0x23452. It's increasing 1 byte because it's hold the character value. Now coming to the handling of character string. First is string copy. How one string is copied from another. Now come to this part. Here I mentioned two string S1 and I take one input, enter a string, then it reads that string and I copy from S1 from S2 and it's printing. Come to output. Enter a string, I take hello. Then source string it printed hello and destination string it's also showing that hello because I mentioned that string copy S1 comma S2. That's why it copied between two strings. Now next is string concatenation, that is strcat. Suppose S1 is hello and S2 is world. Now S2 should concatenate with S1 and it comes to there. Then it should print it hello world. S2 is concatenate with S1. This one the concept of string concatenation. Next coming to the string compare. Here you can see that S1 hold that A, B, C, D that string and S2 hold the string A, B, C. Now you can see the index value A, B, C, D and A, B, C. Now index value is S1 index value 3, 4 hold the D value and in S2 index value 4 hold null character that not matching. So it print two strings are not equal. Then string length. Now here I taken a one string that is a program and it should printed the length of a string. You can see that the value of the value of the index is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it printed the length of the string is 7.
Hello friends, today we are going to show array implementation of one-dimensional array. We are doing a small sketch for that. How one-dimensional array will be work. We will showing insertion of the array element and display of the element. We are taking an array of size 3. Here the index are index 0, index 1, index 2. Now we are inserting the elements for array. First element for an array index 0. Second element for array index 1 because first index is already reserved. So next element will be placed to array index 1. Third element for array index 2 because array index 0 and 1 is already full. So third element will be placed to array index 2. Now we are going to see how the array elements will be displayed. We can see here that element 10 have the same array index 0. So it will be placed to index 0. Next element. Element 20 have the index 1. So it will be placed to index 1. Element 30 index is 2. So it will be placed to index 2. Thanks for watching.
Applications of the data structure. Provide provides a method of representing the data element in a memory of a computer efficiently. First, we have to know how the data should be stored in a computer properly. Then only a proper access can be carried out on that particular data. And second one is the describe the physical and logical relationship between the data, and provides the method of retrieving the individual data elements, provides the method of accessing each element in the data structure. So the classification will help us to carry out different elements in the data structure. And various operations are described, such as creating, displaying and inserting and deleting are some of the operations that we usually see or implement in the data structure. Provides freedom to the programmer to choose any programming language that best suits to the problem to be solved. So once a data structure whichever we implement, that should be in a proper way and it should be efficiently used to solve a problem. Now let us see what are the important interview questions on data structure, how the interview questions may be asked on data structure. First is, what is data structure? And when a binary search is best applied. If a binary tree and binary search is properly known, then we can answer how best it is applied and where it can be applied. How do we reference all the elements in one-dimensional array? And in what area do data structure is applied? Because whenever a concept is learned, it should be analyzed that in which field